6:30 a.m. on day 2 of our trip back to Anacortes. We left yesterday afternoon at 5:30 from the apartment, having gone down to West Palm to load up somebody else's boat stuff which needs to get back to Washington, so we were volunteered to do that on their behalf. And now we're on to day 2, just outside Jacksonville. Morning, Captain.
Morning.
What's going on?
We're on Highway 295 heading west out of Jacksonville on our way to Anacortes with a trailer full of goods for our boat, and we're also carrying some boat stuff from another boat that we volunteered to take over there. It's the start of our new adventure. I mean, I know we've already bought the new boat, but yeah, we're on our way over. Something I never thought we were going to be doing when we left the 62 in Tahiti back in July 2024. We thought we were done with boating. We thought my back was no good, and we thought we weren't going to go back to another boat. So we are 600 miles further on from where we were yesterday when we last spoke. We're on Interstate 22, heading north up to Interstate 70 via Memphis. We're in Mississippi at the moment. As I was saying, we didn't think we'd be going back to another boat. So when we left the 62 in Tahiti, we thought that was it. We hired SD captains to deliver the boat to Anacortes, Washington, where she went on the market with yacht tech James Knight. SD captains took a month to deliver her from Tahiti via Hawaii. They had a relatively uneventful trip. Why did we leave the 62? You know, we were in Tahiti for about 2.5 weeks looking for a weather window. I was having a lot of back issues, and I don't know, we just sort of came to the conclusion that maybe we'd gone as far as we could because of my back issues and a few other things. And we couldn't get an extension from the French Polynesian authorities. Maybe it was a bit hasty. Maybe in hindsight it was hasty. Nevertheless, we made the decision. We came back. We drove across country, rented a U-Haul in Anacortes, and then drove back again with all of our stuff off the boat.
Here we are in Memphis, and we're about to cross the Mississippi River. We went over this bridge before.
Yeah, I thought we did.
Yeah.
So I said to you, I thought we did. The greatest river in the world.
Crossing the Mississippi. There's the railway bridge next to us.
Look how fucking
It's
big
hard
this
to
thing is.
show you the river.
It's
Never mind, we're
monumental.
not going to show the river.
Eh?
We're currently driving through Oklahoma. Oklahoma is our 4th state today, and we're kind of about to leave Oklahoma to go into Kansas. That'll be our 5th state in one day. So now we're driving through Kansas, our 5th state of the day, and as you can see, well, it is getting dark, but it's quite ominous looking out there, and of course there's a wind farm. So a few months after leaving the boat in Anacortes, Washington, I was sitting downstairs and Frank called me up to where he has his desk in the apartment to look at something. So I rolled my eyes and went upstairs, and he wanted to show me this Nordhavn 64. I looked at it and said it looked okay. And when I was downstairs, I thought, is he really looking at another boat? And he confirmed that to me that he was dead serious about this boat. So I rolled my eyes again and waited for his next move.
Well, we're on I-70 now, about 240 miles from Denver, and continuing our sojourn to Anacortes. As I said, we went back to Florida. We were going to buy an RV, or at least that was part of our discussion. Anyway, as it happens, I got some treatment for my back in various ways. I went with my buddy Dave from Zape, and he also got some treatment. Liz and I took a road trip up to Massachusetts and hung out with Dave and Jean. And then later we helped bring Zape down the coast, which is N6232. And I think about that time we realized, okay, maybe we should think about going back to boating. It wasn't 100% certain we were going to do it. Karawa wasn't moving at the time. There wasn't a lot of interest. And then there started to be some interest in Karawa. I started to look around, and the next thing, well, let's try something else. One of the questions we've had a lot of is, why are we changing boat? Why are we going from the 62 to the 64? Did we consider any other boats? You know, lots of questions. The long and the short of it was, we had a fantastic time on Karawa in 6204. She was solid, she ran solid, but I just wanted a bit more room. I thoroughly recommend and stand by and love 62s. I love going on Zape. I love riding around on Karawa. She was extremely fuel efficient, and she did us good crossing the Pacific. And I maintain she's one of the best ocean crossers that's been built, never mind in the Nordhavn fleet. The 64 is voluminous, and it has a stack more of living space, so it's much more comfortable, shall I say, on the hook. I can't really comment on going to sea across the Pacific, but hopefully that's something we'll talk about. In any event, we've made the decision, and we now have the 64. She's getting a lot of work done on her, and I just hope she'll be ready in time for us to explore Alaska, and then go down the coast, explore Mexico, and then from there, let's see what we do. So I hope that answers the questions about why we bought a 64 after owning a 62, why we are back boating, and the story behind how we ended up where we are now. There are extensive repairs, upgrades, and putting right the deferred maintenance on board N6401 Karawa, and hopefully we will be able to go cruising soon. But in the meantime, in our next video, we will show you all the work being carried out, and I think you'll agree that we are doing some great work to put this old girl back in great shape.